day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led by a three-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On 1st and 10, Watson flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A carry here for Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
coming off of a loss their last time out. I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 6 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray, kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket, because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This is Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 44, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run here with Connor. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man is Grant. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cho. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watson on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Green's got it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, these defenses in the AFC North, they probably thought that they were done with A.J. Green. They saw him beat them up for a better part of a decade when he was a Cincinnati Bengal. And now they play him again here as he's an Arizona Cardinal. Returnable for Grant. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 3 yards remain for second down. A give. This is Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson just beating the play clock. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 102 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Following the penalty, Chubb. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Pushes him over, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Murray again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 50, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Again, it's Watson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this 1st half. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Murray off play action. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Screen pass to Connor. A 1st down for Connor and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray to Connor on the check down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Browns to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 5 yards remain on second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's second and a yard.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They go with Chubb on second down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, here's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Watson on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown. David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Murray now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down.
1st down Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20. Now Murray. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Prater's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed. And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through, dropping for an 8-yard loss. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there. Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Murray's throw taken in by Green here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. An important play right here, 3rd and 10. And I would expect pressure here. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to...
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, it's Hunt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.